We have always had, I'm in North Dakota, we've always had fairly strict blue laws. Blue laws are what kind of regulate what can be open, what can be sold on Sundays. Originally it was a kind of a religious thing, but they've been around for a long time. But that is coming to an end, starting tomorrow. Now, I've never found the blue laws to restrict me. A lot of places, they've been whittling away at them for a long time. And it's one of the things where, though the public has continually voted to uphold them, the government keeps whittling away at them, because it's always been a thorn in the side of some of the big retailers, like Walmart and stuff. They really want to be open on Sunday. The way it is now, after they whittled them away, they could only be open like afternoon. There was all these conditions to it. If you sold certain items, or if you were a 24-hour store. I remember for a while there it was, you'd go into a store and part of the store would be roped off because that was stuff they couldn't sell on Sunday. They could only sell the stuff on one side of the rope. It was just confusing. But, the big retailers like Walmart and that sort of thing have been pushing, because they have this theory. Well, I heard this, our tax commissioner was on the radio the one day, a couple of days ago. I happened to catch this, and that's when I first heard that they were repealing this. But it was, his theory is that if the stores aren't open on a weekend, people are going to be spending all their money online. It's like if you don't have something else to do, if you can't go out and spend the money in a store, you're going to be spending money online. Like your spare time is for nothing but spending money. And my spare time is trying not to spend money. And his theory is that, all the tax revenue they were losing to these online sellers. Well, that's really, I've said this for a long time. People buy online not because it's more convenient or even that it's cheaper, though it often is. They buy online because people don't carry inventory anymore. Everybody has kind of got into the Walmart frame of mind where your store doesn't want to carry a lot of inventory. It's got to be shipped to you just before it sells. You don't want to be sitting on something. So they never have what I'm looking for. I always end up ordering online because I can't buy it anywhere else. That's the case with this. This is a product called Swat that, a certain time of year, flies will start chewing on dogs' ears and on the horses' ears. Just annoying them. And this is great stuff for taking care of that. And it helps them heal, but it keeps them from biting them in the ears. When I was a kid, Dad always used to put regular axle grease on the dog's ears. Well, that was a nuisance, because then the dog would always rub up against you and you'd have grease on you. And so I've always used this stuff. I really like that. It's clear, goes on, flies won't bother them anymore. Well, I used to buy it in Fleet Farm all the time. They had it in the horse area. Now all they got is all these trinkety things for horse people. They don't like to carry truly useful products. But there's a case of where, Fleet Farm was owned by the Mills family. It was a privately owned, and then they went public. Well, so then you have to answer to stockholders. Well, that's when you got to get that cut down on inventory, turn crap over, sell cheap stuff. You know, it's the Walmart method of dealing with stuff. So they don't carry this anymore. So I was in the store. It wasn't there, so right in the store, I immediately went on my phone, boom, ordered it online, got it cheaper. Took me, what, 2-3 days to get here. I was lucky I found I had a little bit left. But yeah, here comes the dog, and you'll see. But I only had a little bit left, so what I ended up putting on the dog's ears is a product called Blue Coat, which is something you use like when you're castrating stuff, you spray on them. But now my dog has got blue ears. You know, now I can put this on. And we don't have to be blue-eared anymore. But that can really drive a dog nuts. That or on horses, when you get like them deer flies that bite, you know, they just jump when they bite. You know, so this is great stuff. So like I say, nobody carried it anymore. It isn't the fact that you can only be open half a day on Sunday that's hurting your sales. It's the fact that you won't carry what people need. Well, speaking about Fleet Farm, well, because their flyer came today, and I was looking at, yep, they're going to be open all day Sunday. You know, they're going to jump right on that. But all day Sunday, they aren't going to have the stuff that I want. Even the, I was in there that day when I was looking for that, and I see, you know, I was always buying them Bowman axe handles there. No axe handles. You can buy cheap axes, you know, the crappy Chinese, but you can't buy a regular good handle. So I'll end up ordering them online, you know. So it isn't the fact that you can't be open on Sunday morning that's hurting you. It's the fact that you refuse to carry the inventory that people actually want. That's why they go online. But according to the tax commissioner, they're saving, they're robbing him of money. You know, that's money that belongs to the state, that tax money. People buying out of state, they don't get that. You find blue-eared dog. It'll be better. This will be better. You know, I'm not afflicted with religion, so this whole Sunday blue law thing has no effect on me really, or it didn't matter to me. I really lose track of what day it is. I actually have to look quite often to figure out, you know, if I'm going to go into town and see what day it actually was before I went into town. Because I just lose track. I'm looking if I can keep track of what month it is, because it just doesn't matter. So the religious aspect didn't matter to me, though I can certainly see it from the point of view that if somebody, you know, like say now, Fleet Farm is going to be open Sunday morning. Well, now if we're working as a cashier and all of a sudden, you know, you can't go to church on Sunday because you have to go to work. You know, Sunday was supposed to be a day of rest and a day to spend with the family, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, they just want to make it just one more shopping day so they can sell you crap made in China. But that's where I buy online, because they don't carry what I want anymore. It isn't a lack of opportunity, you know, that I can't get in there and spend money so that the state can get them tax dollars. It's just that they don't want to carry what I want. You know, but that's been going on for years. It always bothered me, like I buy a lot of parts at Napa. Well, now between Fargo and Moorhead, we have at least 3, there might be 4 Napa stores. Never fails that the one I go into, well, they don't happen to have the part, but one of the other stores has got a half dozen of them. I'd sooner you had one store, keep all the inventory there. You know, that running around from store to store trying to pick up a part, that just annoys me. You know, everything has got to be 2 days away. It always reminds me in that movie "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," where they said, he was looking for that Dapper Dan hair gel in that store, that and a Model A fan belt. Well, both of them, it was going to take them 2 days to get them. Don't have it in stock, got to order it in. And the guy said, well, isn't this a geographical marvel, 2 days away from everywhere. But that's the problem. We got everything we get has to come out of the cities. When you're out on the road, you see trucks constantly hauling all this crap. But it's got to be there now. It's got to be, because it just annoys me. So I'll continue to shop online until somebody finally gets it right, gets a store that actually carries stock. I know there's a few hardware stores that I really like that are good about carrying actual, honest-to-God hardware. But there's so many places you go in there and they're selling trinkets and doodads and gizmos, but it's nothing I need. So like this whole flyer here, I was looking at, it's full of crap I don't need. So. And even when they'll have something, they'll put it in the flyer, be on sale. You go in there, whoop, they're sold out of them. They don't have enough in stock to handle. So you should know by now what you need to stock. If you're going to have a sale, everything's got to be, if you go to a store and you see there's a longer line in front of the customer service counter than there is in front of the cash registers, that's got to tell you something. It's people returning stuff, people having problems getting rain checks for stuff. Well, back to work. Got bailing to do. Put that stuff in your ears. Hopefully that blue will wash off one of these days.